Look at this video. Mr. McKenzie here is responding, not responding, but is reacting to Mr. Liam joining the Patriotic Alliance. We all saw the video, and Mr. McKenzie is going to explain why Liam Jacobs actually ended up being in the Patriotic Alliance. Okay. Now, obviously, after that, you can decide what you think, but that's their story. So let's go and let's take a listen. Yeah, let's go. Then I will tell you guys if there's anything I want to say, I will say it. But if not, well, that's where it will end. Okay, let's watch.
We are transparent with our members. All our members know what is happening in the party. All our members. You don't guess. You don't. Because that is how I lead this party. With transparency and openness for PA people. So I'm going to tell you what happened with the Liam story.
Is he crying?
And I'll tell you no lie. I'll tell you no lie. Liam is very talented. Liam is a smart young man.
Mm-hmm.
2 months ago, he was wearing a brown suit. 3 months ago, I walked over to him. We had an argument there about the issue. What was it? I can't remember what it was. After the issue, I said to him, Liam, you're such a talented young man. I think one day you can be president of this country. You mustn't leave politics. He looked at me, was so shocked, like he's a DA. I never asked him to come to PA, I just told him that. I was wearing a brown suit that day. So what happened, because my eyes were on the DA, I didn't see what the DA was doing. They can't get a black man to keep on attacking us, because then it's going to look like it's racism. They can't get a white man to continue attacking us. It's going to look like racism.
You guys, I want you guys to, this is something. You remember what happened, right? In Parliament between McKenzie and Liam. You remember when there were those questions and everything? Because when I was listening to that conversation and the questions and everything, when you would listen, when I listened to Liam asking Coco questions, I was asking myself in the back of my mind, why is this guy getting into a PA space, because he was asking about members of the PA, why is the, things like that. And I was like, but because it's Parliament and we want people to account, sometimes unfortunately you get blindfolded by the questions because we all want answers. We all want to know what's going on. We all want them to account. Okay? And so sometimes it ends up making you not to actually look on the deeper way of looking things, of looking at things, because he was asking about, I don't know, why is this member part of the committee? Why is this PA member? And it was like I was like, but this was not all. This was not about the presentation. And I'm like, politics, guys, there are people who are playing politics dirtily so, and they can use you even without you saying. I'm not saying Mr. McKenzie is correct or is telling the truth, because I don't know. The other party might come and say, there's nothing like that, There's nothing like that. It was taken care of there, whatever. But obviously, guys, we know, so sometimes when you are in a space where they are taking care of you, especially if you see that you are living nicely, the salary is good and everything. Sometimes you get to be blindfolded about what is happening around you, and sometimes even if you notice it, sometimes you overlook it and you are like, nah, it's fine as long as I'm good, as long as everything in my life it's awesome, you know. I'm just saying. Now while he's speaking like this, I'm thinking of Parliament when they were questioning McCain and stuff, and I'm like, oh, this thing, it comes from there. No wonder this guy was so aggressive towards Mackenzie, but they never knew that actually Mackenzie was very smart. I am very sorry on this one, he was very smart, because what he did was he told him what he is worth. Okay, he told him what he is worth, what he might become in politics. That is said, you might think and look at it with some undermining eyes. I can tell you that's a big statement when you say it to a young person. When you say that to a young person, it opens up themselves, it opens up their minds, it makes them to see their potential. And unfortunately, when Mr. Mackenzie said that statement, I guess it resonated with him, and it made him to be like, you know what, this guy, I think, you know. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, I think Mr. I'm sorry, guys. I think Mr. Mackenzie is very slow here, and I think it's because he's thinking. So let me make this a bit more faster.
Racism.
Yep.
So they get colored people to attack us, so it looks normal if a colored attacks us. Then, so they know the other ones are dumb, but Liam is smart. They know that. They know. They just look at one and like, no, this is a dumb one. He must just. But they saw in Liam. Liam is very smart. So they groomed Liam, and they made him a media project. I was looking at this movie, and they made him a media project. Like, they want to make him this big star to bring PA down. Not ANC. They ceased with getting the PA because Western Cape is going. So I look at this thing, I'm like, oh, Liam is being set up to come for a PA. Liam is going to be the face for 2026. So I leave them. I look at this movie. So I tell Charles, when Liam was going for Denny, he's going for everybody, and it's just big headlines, big headlines. I said to Charles, Liam is going to join the PA. Charles says, never. You're crazy. I said, you see, they did that with my money for Zuma, and when they were done, they were going to split him out. They split my money out. My money was brought up the same as Liam, but it was brought up for Zuma. And they did Liam for Gayton. So I said, you see how is Liam building a name? He's gonna come to me. So Charles asked, how are you going to get that right? I said, he's going to come for me. And I'm going to terribly expose him, not because I'm smarter than him, because he's got youth, and I've seen his mistakes. I've studied what he does. And I said, I'm going to hit him hard when he comes for me, because they're going to set him up big. I said they will even have the meeting on Zoom, so that his face must not show, so that they can sit around him and give him notes and give him information to go for me. Liam is a guy that, I've never asked him this, but it's a guy that when we see him, he's out there, he's smart, he's loud. But for the first time, his camera was off. And I said, look at Charles, I'm like, I told you, but I'm ready for them. So when I was done with Liam, they tried to manipulate what happened there. The newspapers was brutal on Liam. I said to Charles, you see now what's going to happen. The DA hates bad news. They're going to look now for another colored. This one, they're going to treat him bad because he's not dumb. He's never going to take the nonsense. The dumb ones, Liam has gone to school, his parents put him to school. The other ones, they got this job on a wing and a prayer. They can't go anywhere. They are unemployable. But Liam is not going to take the nonsense. Charles is like, I doubt, let's see. Charles liked Liam. He says, I like that boy. That was the Tuesday, I think. Tuesday or the Monday in thing. Wednesday was Parliament. So Parliament, I said to him, Biza, don't leave. I'm going to stand by the door. Liam must pass here. While me and Biza are standing there, the national chair is coming, Marlon. I'm telling you this story so that all the lies, all the things, we kill there tonight. So I said, stand here, let's not go out. Let's wait. Liam must come back here. Liam was keeping himself busy there. Then he came, and I put out my hand to him. I said, how are you? He said, I'm fine, how are you, Minister? And I said, yesterday was warm, eh? He says, hey, but you killed me when you told me about this guy, Tim Harris of the DA. So he was very frank and honest. I said, no, don't worry, man. I said, listen. So it's me, National Chair, and Umbiza. I said, I've got a message for you. Umbiza is the message. He says, okay, sure. I said, you guys will talk. I don't talk to you here. Umbiza will talk to you. He left. Umbiza asked me, what message is that, Dress? I said, play Jane, tell him, come summon me. That laughed of Umbiza. Then Umbiza laughed. The chair says, what do you have up your sleeve? I said, Chair, they're going to treat him so bad. I need him to know that he's got a home. Thursday, we're sitting by my office. Warren and them were there, and then Warren and them left. When Warren and them left, Umbiza came in, so we're sitting there with the national chair, so they're busy ordering food. I said, now, ek is hungry. Next moment, not even 2 seconds thereafter, King comes there, and he says, hey, we're hungry, Umbiza. You know how Umbiza is. I'm hungry. The food is coming. As the food is coming. Give you a message for me. Umbiza says, I'm coming to bring it to you. Let's meet. They went to, I think, Century City. Or N1 City. Ik zei, Umbiza, gaan. Umbiza zei, wat me gaan zeggen? Ik zei voor hem, he's for me, by the Umbiza comes back the same evening. He says, Liam is ready to join. I said, come, Umbiza comes to me. I said, what's it? I said, Umbiza's emotional, man. I said, what's wrong? Aren't you happy that Liam wants to join us? He says, press. What Liam told me a very sad story. I said, what did Liam say? He says, Liam said that, he said, your press. So I said, Umbiza wants to cry. I said, Umbiza, you okay? I said, Umbiza wants to cry, telling me the story. So he says, no, Liam told him what happened. He said, the chief whip of the DA, I don't know, I can't remember, he said Maserakis or something like that, told him, listen, you need to go quiet now. I want to see you. And he called the office and he said, I want to see. He called Liam to say, the chief whip wants to see you in a meeting. Liam said, sure, I'll come. Liam bumped into him in the corridor. He says to Liam, listen, just go quiet. Say nothing. Just say nothing. Quiet down. Don't say a word. This boy, the chief whip, Liam says, he says, no, we are being hammered in the media or something like that. Say nothing. We are losing the media. So Liam says, no, I will explain. He says to Liam, there's nothing to explain. Just keep quiet. Go silent. You don't talk in. I'll explain the meeting. He says, there'll be no meeting for you. The PA called Liam to say the meeting has been cancelled. Liam stood there. I saw Umbiza wanted to cry, telling me the story, how they spoke to that young man.
Okay, you see, one of the things, I think what the DA have realized is that if they allow Mr. Liam to do what he usually do, which is to scrutinize the boards, the people who come in Parliament, as Mr. McKenzie says that maybe they were using him, whatever the case may be, okay? One of the things that I think they have realized is that it will not matter which minister it is. They were lucky because the ministers that were scrutinized are ministers from other parties, all right? And I can tell you right now, if there was a minister that came from the DA side, that came in the portfolio committee and Liam was there, and you might ask yourself even, is there any committee that took place last week and the other week where Mr. Liam was, which the minister was the DA minister. Chances are no, because I remember when he was in the board of the committee of sports and culture, sports arts and culture, there is no that minister. It's not a minister from where when they were dealing with whatever they were dealing, it was the board, SAFA, what, right? There was not DA minister, anything like that, right? Because obviously the minister is Mr. McKenzie. And then you've got another one which he was part of, which was it? I don't really remember the committee, but I think the committees that he attended the last week and the other week, there are committees, okay, the departments, the ministers are not the DA ministers. And I can tell you, if there was a time where there was a committee where it is a DA minister, he would have done the same thing. He would have attacked them, and they don't want that. Now they had to actually tell him that you must relax now. Okay, why? Because I guess whatever that they wanted the guy to do, he has done it, which is to attack, whatever. And then now, because chances are the ministers from the DA, they might come and become and come to the co-committees. Okay, and then unfortunately it's chai. As we speak, the language of today's young people, it's chai. Like he's gonna attack them even if they are DA, and I don't think they would appreciate that. I think that is why the guy was like, listen, you need to chill now, okay? You need to relax, bro. Because when Mr. Lime was asking questions, he was throwing stones, my guy, throwing stones. And I can tell you, Mr. McKenzie felt it when he was attacking him. He was attacking him, it was a personal thing, so sort of, you know. But I'm asking myself, why didn't he go to those committees where there is a, you know, maybe he went, I don't know. But what we saw, it was not between the ministers from the DA ministers, you know. I don't know, guys, what do you think? But I'm just thinking, you know, I would actually side or maybe lean on Mr. McKenzie when he says maybe he was being used, you know, to attack and stuff like that. But anyway, let's go.
En dan sê Mbisa se Liam sê ek ging om wat ek gaan doen Mbisa as my karre was ek kan nie so my ouers het my reg groot gemaak man. Ek can't. He says, you know, I stood up in the meeting and I asked them, why don't we have colored ministers? Liam is telling Mbisa. He asked the question, why don't we have colored ministers or deputy ministers? He says, Dean said to him, in the DA, thanks God we choose on merit. Now, if you're smart, you know what it means. It basically means that if you are not there, merit-wise, you don't make it. So basically what was said was, coloreds don't qualify because it's a merit-based system. And that's the greatest insult, because you are saying that the black people, the Indian people, and the white people that are there, they qualify, they on merit. But you're saying to me that smart people, I've met very smart colored DA leaders, they don't qualify. And Mbisa was very emotional because you see that he was very sad, you know, he's a good man. And I said to Mbisa, so I called the team. I said to the SG, I need you to speak to Liam. SG didn't believe me, and we're going to bring him over on Monday, which was today. While I'm laying in my bed, I'm thinking, no man, it's too far. Friday morning, ek slaap Vrydag, Donderdag aan, knowing that we're going to bring Liam on Tuesday. Ek sê no. Ek bel vir Mbisa. Mbisa antwoord ek sê, Mbisa, hoor my baie mooi. I want you and Liam. I've got meetings the whole day. I'm rushing to Durban. I need you guys to come to Durban. So, Mbisa phones me back. He says, Liam is at the youth parliament, but Liam says to him, I will leave. When you give me the sign, I'm leaving. Mbisa, so my PA Lisa is busy arranging the flight. She's confused as hell. She's like, so I said, Lisa, what? Lisa says, like, I've worked out going down. Because, you know, Lisa, she's not nosy. She works things out, and she's like, it's aan die gang. It's groot aan die gang. And the devil stepped in. We couldn't get a flight from Cape Town to Durban. All the flights were fully booked. We then called Warren and them and tell them to bring the clothes to Durban. They also couldn't get flights. Visa came up with a plan. He's like, let's do a round trip. Let's go to Joburg, Durban. I said, salute. So, now the reason why it was midnight, I only landed in Durban at 11:15. And I didn't want to postpone this thing. That's why it was midnight. When I jumped in the flight, the first person, Malema was in that flight, the whole EFF was in that flight. Visa walks in, I'm like, oh my word, I thought you were already in Durban. Then Liam walks in the flight. And we greet each other there, how's it, my second? When we landed in Durban, they then jumped in my cars, we went to the video that you've seen, we went to Zimbabwe. We went to Zimbabwe. Now I'm going to tell you something because I'm a person who's fire blatant. It is sure. It is Betty. I saw a young man becoming so free. You know, so that it was so emotional. His mom called him to ask him to tell no one. Because the only people that knew the full story was my lawyers, the SG, and Umbiza. The others, we just told them half a story. They were just part of it halfway through. Mahalan sitting in them. When I told them, we wanted Umbiza going to speak to this boy. But the only people that knew, I then called the DP to inform him. DP, this is what's going down. The DP says, good luck. So people that tell you they knew about it, they are lying. Liam didn't even tell his mother. How I know he didn't tell his mom was his mommy called him while he was sitting with me to say, Liam, is this the truth?
Okay, so listen, first of all, I think when it comes to politics, we really need to understand that in as much as we see public on what is happening, when a person, is in parliament, committees, National Assembly, whatever, and they are so aggressive and they are doing their thing and you think they are happy, sometimes it's not always the case that they are happy, And chances are, maybe the people, sometimes they act the way they act because maybe they are told to act like that. You'll never know. I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's how I believe politics sometimes it is. You see things in the surface, but in the background, you'll find out that it's actually, there are deeper things that are happening in there, That is why they always say, when maybe something is happening, people will say, there is no smoke without fire. Okay, in other words, if there is smoke, in other words, there is fire somewhere. Okay, so I don't know, guys, what do you think about the explanation? But I don't think that we can say, he's wrong, he's lying, because that was their experience, and which I think actually tells you that it's not always hoki-tory, nice, sweet, laughing, aggression. That guy is powerful, he's asking nice questions. Why he's so aggressive, what. But you will find out that in the background, there are things that are happening and you don't know. Okay? At the end of the day, in the surface, things may look nice, sweet, good. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's politics. Okay? Before I close, guys, I want to say that I saw a comment, right, which says, you must stop playing a video and then repeating what the person said. Okay. Now listen, I will take that. I'll try and do all of that and not repeat things when people are speaking and I'm reacting to a video. I will try that. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, my channel is still young, okay? I am 5,000 subscribers, okay? And I guess only few of them are active. That will be people who are commenting and liking videos. And so I'm still young in that sense, It's not like every video I get 15,000 views, okay? So I'm still growing, I'm still learning. And thank you for those who are commenting like that, because at least it teaches me, it makes me grow. I appreciate all of that, all right? And certain things, obviously, I will grow in them, you know, when I go on and on and on and on and on. You know, you will never know. But thank you for all those comments and everything, okay? And some of the comments that I don't, maybe I only like, okay? That is because maybe there's nothing that I can say. It's a statement, and then maybe, you know, I am not in a way of dialoguing. I have to dialogue with you, know. I will just like it. If it's a statement, I will read it and like it, and you know. But if there is something that concerns me, then I will be commenting on it. Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I thank you for subscribing also. I really appreciate that. I don't know how many subscribers I'm left with to get to 5,000. Remember, guys, my aim here is to get to what? Is to get to 5,000. You know, so I'm on 4,944 now. I'm left with what? I'm left with 60 something, right? 66, I think so. Yeah, so I would really appreciate if you subscribe if you're new. I am trying my best to do things right, guys, and I do understand sometimes that in most cases when I speak, okay, because guys, you will forgive me, okay, some of the videos that I will make, they will not have to be videos that I just post, okay? I have to say something. I don't want my channel to be a sort of like a channel where you just post videos. You don't say anything, you don't engage with people in a video. You know, I don't think you guys also, you wish that you can see the person that you are subscribed into. So I don't think that it's a bad thing for me to speak, because I've noticed that a lot of people, when you make videos where you are speaking, they don't like that. They just want to watch. It's like, I don't know. It's maybe I don't know. It's all about, anyway, it's okay, guys, okay? At the end of the day, it's your data, it's your phone, and whatever, okay? But I thank you for those who have subscribed, who like the videos, okay? Trying my best here, man. Trying my best. Maybe when I get to 10,000, things will be better in terms of how I do things, how I, you know, and stuff like that. Thank you, guys. You have a good day. And guys, please, if maybe you are not supporting when it comes to maybe joining a subscription, or maybe supporting with what? With a like. Maybe let's say you don't like the video. Okay, not that you don't like it, but you are watching it, okay? And then maybe you don't press the like button. Make sure that you watch the whole video then. Watch the whole video, watch the ads, okay? That means you can watch the whole ads. You just leave it there, you place the ad, that's it. You can support in that way, because that's what I do if I don't have money to support other creators. I watch their videos. Anytime there is an ad, I watch the ad until the end, and I watch their videos until the end, so that at least I support in that way. Okay, anyway, I'm just giving you tips that even when you are thinking about supporting other people, if you don't have money to maybe subscribe to whatever that they've got or anything like that, you can watch their videos in a way that I am telling you. Okay, and also if you can comment. You know, you can just say nice video, you can just say and say your thing, whatever that you want to say. Okay, that's the support you can give to people if you know that you cannot support them with your with their like subscribing, maybe on their tab there where you subscribe or anything like that. Okay, when I speak about subscribing, let me explain. Okay, on YouTube there is that tab that you will see where it says join. Okay, when you click that, you are going to pay an amount there for you to join that. That means some of the videos you won't see them in public, you will see them in that a subscription. Okay, I think it's what every month, whatever. Okay, so if you are not able to do that, the best thing you can do, watch the whole video, watch the ads. That's how you can support. Simple as that. Okay, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to give you the tip, you know, even for other creators, it helps a lot. It shows that at least, you know, you are trying to help, you're trying to support. Thank you, guys. You have a good day. I am out.